Well, hello everybody. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us as we talk about discovering your why. Before we do that, I have a beautiful lady next to me. Hi, Essie.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, you first.
And I have a handsome man right beside me. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. Are you ready
So,
for this?
the question is, why are we here?
We're gonna find out here in a few minutes.
Anyway, so one of my favorite books of all time is a book by Simon Sinek by the name Start with Why. And today we will discover your why. We will be moving at about 100,000 miles an hour, so stay tuned and hang in there. If you have any questions, you can always post them on the chat. If we don't get to you, we will get back with you after the recording. Otherwise, I hope everybody is good and ready to go. So we will start with, what is your why? And that question, why, sometimes can be very intimidating, or it can sound like a challenge. Are you challenging someone's authority when you ask why? And I remember as kids, we would not ask our parents why, because if you ask why, you'll be told either because I said so, or as long as you live under my roof, you follow my rules. Anyway, we thank God for our parents. They gave us the way forward, because at those times, maybe what we were going to do would harm us. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, it's important to explain the why before you talk about how or what you're doing. If you have your why down to a T, mm-hmm. the what and the how will take care of itself. So the first question is, what is your why? As a person, or as a business,
or as a company,
it is what you stand for. And it's as important to you or your business or your products and services. It is as important as those products and services that you sell. It is in knowing why you're doing business that you set about laying the foundation for your success. So defining what lives at the heart of your business or your purpose for being in business is your why, if we're talking from a business standpoint. Mm-hmm. It is a fundamental belief that drives actions. When we work from our why, we are coming from a place bigger than our product, our service, or profit, simply because what we are selling has meaning and value. What are you selling? What are you offering as an entrepreneur, as a business, as a company? It is in this value that we find our purpose, our why. Simply working towards a goal does not bring value to the effort. It is working with a purpose and from an inspired place that we can attract and unite inspired members, customers, and partners. So, are you ready to discover your why? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, let's find your why. Having a vision for the future is powerful, but it is even more powerful when you know why you are doing what you are doing. Your why is the motivation that moves you towards your vision. Mm-hmm. It means being driven not just by what you create or how you create it, but by why you do it. Mm-hmm. Remember the three questions, the what and the how? If you start with why, the other two will fall in place. Identifying your why takes determination, which involves taking a reflective look at your business to ask yourself, what matters to me most? What is the one thing I keep coming back to? What would be lost if this organization ceased to exist? And an organization can be a church, it can be a family, it can be you as an individual.
That's right.
Why are we important to the people we serve? And why would anyone dedicate their precious time, energy, and passion for our company or our organization? When you answer these questions, and you will be one step closer to discovering your why.
Wow. I love how you put that. That's awesome. That's awesome. And so we are going into seeing your reflection. I love that. I love that. Things move fast in the business world or in the world that we live today. So fast that sometimes we forget to take a closer look at ourselves, at our businesses, at our organizations to evaluate where we are and where we are aiming to go. But never taking that moment would cause us as individuals to operate in a more continuous loop, not that unending loop, a hula loop. That
round
loop
and round and round
that just goes round and round without stopping. It will cause you and I, it will cause a business, it will cause an organization to just continue in a loop, making repeated mistakes and working blind to the changes necessary to maintain a high performance culture without even knowing it. So working from your why, and every decision you make with a purpose. If you understand why you are working towards a goal, or if you understand why you're in that marriage, or if you understand why you are doing what you're doing, then you will be more engaged, you will be more involved, you will make every decision and everything you do will point towards your why. And so it is very, very important for us to make intentional choices and always have a reference point to measure our movement. This is why it is important.
Exactly.
This right here.
Right. So why is this important?
It is, how do I say this? It is with your why that you create a solid foundation for your goals. And it is these goals that grow your business, that grow you as an individual, and they cultivate teamwork and provide a clear idea of where you are headed or where your company or your organization is headed. And so goals should be set with an authentic purpose in mind. While money can be the result of reaching your goal, a money-driven goal does not serve a purpose. It only serves an outcome. So let's look at some more purposeful considerations of achieving goals. What do you have for us, Daniel?
What I have for you is a purposeful endeavor. So here are some guidelines to help you establish, monitor, and achieve your goals. And it's very simple. SMART, be smart. Specificity, your specific goal. You have to be specific. Measurability, how you measure your progress towards your goal. And achievability, what you gain by achieving your goal. Relevance, or being realistic, what achieving your goal will mean for your business. And then timeliness, what your time frame is for achieving your goals. We've talked about SMART goals before, so we will not belabor the point. The question is, do you have defined goals? Do you have SMART goals? And if you have them, how do you communicate them? Because you have to communicate your why. A part of identifying your why is sharing your purpose with others. And the best way to do that is to get it in writing. Even the Bible says, make the vision plain, write it down. Your why statement serves to encapsulate your purpose and your mission in one brief, all-inclusive sentence. A successful why statement should be simple, it should be clear, actionable, and focused on how you contribute to others. It's about others. Mm-hmm. So before you get started, let's look at an example of a successful why statement. Your why statement includes your company's contribution and your impact. So here's a great format to follow. To, and you add the contribution, your action. To do this, to do that, so that, and then the impacts there. So the final draft might look something like this: to engage and inspire people so that people are motivated to do something creative every day. You see that it has a contribution and it has the impact. So take your time with this and write several until you get it just right. Clearly articulating your why is helpful for others to understand your purpose. And it is helpful to see it in writing. One rule of thumb is put it somewhere where you will see it every day. It's usually suggested the mirror in your bathroom so that when you wake up, when you go to freshen up, you see it right there.
When you're brushing your teeth.
When you're brushing your teeth, you have your why statement.
The last thing when you're brushing your teeth again. See your why again.
Exactly. Exactly. So you've formed your why, you've made your why, and you've communicated it. Mm-hmm. So how do you maintain it?
You got to stay close to your, wait a minute.
You have to maintain it and then you stay close.
You've got to maintain it and then you stay close to it. All right, so keeping your why alive at the center of your company or your organization, and your organization, the decisions you make will become a daily practice. So your why should be embedded in every aspect of your life or your company, as it is how you talk about yourself, how you talk about your mission, your statement, and it is represented in how you hire for companies, how you hire and collaborate with the team members. So your why is your daily dose of inspiration. Consider it in your reminder to stay motivated and on track with your vision. Now, let's look at how you can stay close to your why. Being engaged in the daily performance of your life or your company means staying close to the driving force of your business. And whether you decide to answer phones in customer service or to sit in a design meeting, your presence not only keeps you in direct contact with your why, but it also allows you to work alongside the people that make your vision possible. We all know leaders or people that they're the founders of the company, but somehow they're not engaged in the company. You rarely see them. Some people have worked for companies or rather for bosses they've never seen, yet they're the visionaries. They know the why of the company. And so every now and then you want to be present and you want to be around and stay alongside the people that make your vision possible. That level of engagement will add value. That phone was ringing there, got me distracted. That level of engagement will add value by making you a direct player in the overall goal. And so, do you make a habit of engaging at the entry level? What do you have to say about that?
Well, it reminds me of Undercover Boss, when someone goes to the lowest level to just see how the other half lives, so to speak. That's at the entry level. Yeah. You have to be committed to a common purpose. Sharing your why with the consumer is not enough to carry the message to your teams. And a good practice to follow is never leave your why open to interpretation. Every member of your team, from executive level to entry level, should be able to clearly and comfortably talk about your company or your business, purpose, and mission. And bonus points if your team can proudly recite it from memory. I still have one that I can recite from memory from a past life, but let's not go there. A major driver of your success is due to the people you choose to hire to achieve it. Give them a sense of purpose for the work that they are doing by being clear and upfront about your goals. And I know we're talking about companies a lot, but this also plays in ministry. Mm-hmm. If you're leading a group, whether it's praise team or Sunday school, do you have a common purpose? Mm-hmm. Does everybody know why you as a church, you as an organization, you as a family, do you have a why statement? This is what this family represents. Mm-hmm. This is what this family stands for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You have to put the why in team, because it is a team that executes your vision and creates the culture based on your why. So whether that team is a company, whether that team is a family, whether that team is a church, you're highly encouraged to maintain a strong culture and performance by offering the following to your team, those who follow you, your subordinates. A clear mission. You owe it to them to give them a clear mission, a collaborative atmosphere, a learning environment, and ensured results.